So this is not a big secret that Bitcoin right now is not in perfect zone where you want to buy, because it pumps massively, and of course when it hits the all-time high you want to be the seller and not the buyer. So in today's episode I decided to share my personal bag, which one I accumulate, alternative for the Bitcoin. So and I think it's in a really perfect zone where you can start to do something with this coin. But this is not a financial advice, everything made for educational purpose only. Let's jump to the Bitcoin's charts first, and because there's also something interesting is happening on the Bitcoin, right? And then most of this video gonna be dedicated for the RON coin. So right now, let's talk about what we currently see on the Bitcoin and what we are expecting. To be honest, right now Bitcoin is forming some kind of reversal sign already, right? And let me share what is actually happening. So if we're gonna look at this from Elliott Wave's perspective, you can see wave 1, 2, major wave 3, 4, and 5, something such kind of, right? So there's a chance that we are still in this third wave, right? Like something such kind of, right? And as most of you know that third wave also has 5 impulsive wave structure, and this is where it's getting really interesting, because if we're gonna break down it, it looks like this: wave 1, subwave 2, major subwave 3, and after we are expecting some kind of subwave 4 and subwave 5. So right now let me clean the major scenario and let me show you the locally what we are seeing and why this is actually looks like this on the Bitcoin. First of all, because we can see that most of the highest splash of volumes happen exactly in the third wave, right over here. And right now we are forming really interesting reversal model on the Bitcoin, because as you can see, first of all, at the top, you can see divergence, that the prices increases and volumes are showing us small divergence at the top. Plus on the 5-hour time frame, if you open the MACD, you can see this beautiful divergence as well. Here you can see the MACD's histogram showing us some kind of lower lows, right? And lower highs, right? And the Bitcoins is showing us higher highs. So this is typical MACD divergence on the 5-hour time frame. Especially I'm using the MACD on the 5-hour time frame, and actually this is really good sign. That's the most majority of the power is some kind of making some kind of reversal. So this is why we can expect some kind of correction right now. I'm not expecting pretty deep correction, but I'm expecting at least this fourth wave might happen. And one more thing, that's not actually you know from where it's can happen. We can retest once again the highs, and after maybe first we hit that $100,000 and after do reversal, or maybe the reversal already begun, because we are forming already really like a long wave divergence, right? And on volumes and as well on the MACD. So we are expecting this fourth wave. Let me real quick show you the targets where I'm expecting, and there's 2 major scenarios which one possibly can happen. So if we take a Fibonacci put on the beginning of the wave 3 and end of the wave 3, you can see that minimum levels are from 0.3 and most likely prices comes to 0.6. So most likely prices comes from 0.5 to 0.6 area. So this is how you need to make it properly. So this is the target for wave 4, if the wave 4 will be harmonious, beautiful ABC correction. But you need to remember the wave 4 is one of the most manipulated wave, and it's also happens sometimes that it's not hitting like even minimal targets. It will create for us some kind of correctional structure like chopping over there, and maybe after we will go higher. This is also possible, but only time can tell us for currently, right? But if we're gonna see some kind of really impulses down, I'm expecting these targets from $81,000 to $71,000, and most likely correction comes usually to $76,000 to $71,060, because this is 0.5, 0.6 area. So basically Bitcoin looks right now like this. I will not short myself this one, right? I would rather better to long it, because if as it will enters into zone of high attention somewhere here, if there gonna be reversal enough signs, right? So then we're going to take some long position. I'm going to call it in my Telegram channel. So this is why I highly suggest for each one of you to jump in, because there's like, I'm sharing all this information for free. I don't charge anything for that. So a link in the description below as well. I'm pinned it in my comment section. You can see that link over there. So if they're gonna be, I'm gonna call for the longs as well. But the second scenario, this is just the time will tell us if the price will do something such kind of, will create something such kind of, and won't even touch the minimum levels. I'm also ready for that, and there are also some signs where we can recognize this pattern without deep correction going, and most likely we're gonna catch this long as well. So stay tuned, join our Telegram channel. So right now, let's deep dive straightly in the coin, which one I personally believe, and I think they're like basically, I would call them like a king of the distribution. Those guys are pretty strong. They know their job, and they're doing amazing job, especially in the crypto gaming, and as a chain, this is really great chain, which one I believe already many years. This is called Ronin chain, right? Ronin coin. The SkyMavis team, if most of you remember, that was the Axie Infinity guys who built that game. So they created the Ronin wallet, right? They created the Ronin chain, and basically all of this Axie stuff moved to the Ronin chain from the Ethereum. So why most of you will ask me why the exactly Ronin chain and why the Axie Infinity, because this game is dead or something like that. This is not about what happened before. Do you understand? Exactly, it's all exactly about what happened before. And as an investor, I want to make sure that this team knows what its distribution is, and exactly targeting very cool their audience, right? So as you can see, there was the best gaming and the best NFT sellers in 2021, right? So in the previous bull market, basically all gaming took the Axie Infinity and this Ronin team. And everyone then copy them and start to do everything what you know about the Web3 right now. So those guys are the guys who's actually creating something, and me as the guy who wants to find a great company, and the team which one is working hard. For my opinion, they are suits perfectly, and this is why I actually believe them. And I think you should not play with this guy. I think you never should to short these people, because they know what they are doing. Do you understand? So this is what I'm thinking about from the fundamental factors. Do you know? And especially this is the chain which one aim for the audience outside of the crypto. Do you understand? So those people are building some stuff and creating some stuff. I would say they're not copying, they're creating some new technologies for the people who's outside of the crypto. So this is what fundamentally I really matter where I look at it when I'm deciding to choose some project. So this is why the Ronin chain I personally believe, and this is what I trade. But this is not the financial advice, as I mentioned a million times, right? Do your own research, and of course, I'm not suggesting you to switch all of your coins and buy everything. Sell everything to buy this one. Just keep an eye and be near of this Ronin. So let's do right now technicals, and let me show you how actually chart looks like, because for my opinion, this looks the most beautiful chart right now, which one I can find from the altcoins, even technically, right? They looks pretty good. First of all, what we are seeing the beginning, beautiful beginning, which forms like this: wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which one creates for us major wave 1. So this looks like this: wave 1, after we had a major wave 2, and right now we are still in the wave 3. So this is how it looks like from the Elliott's waves perspective on the higher degree, right? On the smaller degree, let me a little bit deep dive on a smaller. Wait, let me do like this. So this third wave usually is the most impulsive wave, as I mentioned millions times, right? So third wave also has a 5 impulsive wave structure. So right now you can see we formed beautiful sub wave 1 after we had this wave 2. Right now we are in, right? And there's a lot of disappointment right now, and that's actually normal for current stage, exactly when the market enters in the wave 2. And right now I'm expecting this major wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So I'm expecting this major wave 3. Do you understand? So let me clean the higher degrees like this. Let's make it, right? And let me a little bit deep dive into what is happening in this correction zone, what we wanted to see exactly as a traders, right? And what information actually chart right now is giving us. So previously I was calling exactly here that it is time to go higher, right? So right now the time has come when I can call that right now is the time to go higher. And let me explain you why. First of all, if we take a Fibonacci put on the beginning of the wave subwave 1 and end of the subwave 1 like this, right? You can see that we exactly entered in the 0.5, 0.6 area. So we actually retested the most likely levels for the correction, right? Plus, what we can see, we see the current divergence. What is happening? We can see that price is perfectly decreases, right? And volume start to increases. This is divergence. This is inharmonious market move. It cannot continue forever. So this is some kind of confirmation that we are in correction because the price actually falling, do you understand? And volumes are step by step increases. So there's more players joining the game, more players disagreeing with the continuation of the downtrend, and actually, this is really great probability stuff for them to take some trade and take some action and buy some coin. Do you understand? So this is what we can see. Plus, what we can see in the zone of high attention, we see the beautiful on the weekly time frame. That's also very important. The weekly time frame is as higher time frame, as more powerful, and the technical analysis works much more good. So as you can see here, we form the extreme candle MFI squatting, right? So this is a reversal candle. You can see that the body of this candle is smaller than previous one, right? And it has more volumes than previous candle. So basically price start to squeeze, right? It's like a squatting. It makes some kind of squatting, do you understand? For the next upcoming move, right? So what is currently I'm expecting from the ronin, and what is possibly can happen on the ronin. So it is not necessarily means that we retest this zone and straightly gonna go higher. No, a million times my community knows about that. A million times I'm repeating that we can retest the zone of high attention several times. You know, we can see some reaction from there. And personally, what I can see right now, I'm gonna show you from the much more simple language without using the Elliot's waves and all other things. What we can see accumulation over here. This is the zone of high accumulation. As you can see even the range over here, right? Higher range, lower range, and middle range, right? And for my opinion, this looks like as accumulation right now, right? There is possibly some kind of manipulation. Like if we do like this, let's change the color for the red one. Let's make this one, for example, orange one, right? And after the manipulation, we can see the distribution like this. Let's make it green one, for example, like this. So this is typical market. When the price start to accumulate in lower range, so here price is some kind of, we're accumulating some coins, there is a chance we can see some manipulation real quick, right? And after see the continuation of the uptrend. And from the correction perspective, it's also suits. If we take a Fibonacci once again, let me show you from beginning to the end of this impulse, right? Because we correct exactly this impulse. You can see that we can do like this, right? And let's make this box purple, like that. So this is the correctional zone, right? So we still can do something such kind of, do you understand? Accumulate, boom, price will move somewhere here, stick it, and after go higher. Or another scenario, because we already retest the minimum, not only minimum, we retested the most likely levels already. There's any time can happen that we can see massive this stick, right? Higher. And we straightly go to the bull market and to the parabolic growth, right? The most important, what I want to see on the market, this is exactly what it is. You can see how beautifully volume start to increases in the zone, right? We entered in the zone of high attention and we are seeing volumes. We are seeing some reaction. Some people are disagreeing with the continuation of this one, which one we can see, like we already forming some kind of impulse, right? Lower low, higher low, lower low, and right now the price start to stops, right? And here usually what is happening, and you need to keep in mind these things, right? That some manipulation can happen. And this is really often happens in the crypto market, especially because this is wild world. Do you understand? So we can see this quick manipulation and after continuation of the trend. So right now you will ask, where can I buy the RON? I personally accumulating it on my banks, right? So most of my community knows, and thank you so much for all of these people who trade with me using my link, right? The link in the description below. I accumulate the RON on the Binks. They had that spot buy there. You can buy it. What is my first target? My first target is around $8. So, but from a technical perspective, we can do like this, because right now we are expecting this third wave. So here's the wave, subwave 1, subwave 2, and we're expecting this major subwave 3, right? So 3, 4, 5. So we can take a Fibonacci, put on the beginning of the subwave 1, end of the subwave 1, and end of the subwave 2. It depends when it's gonna be. Right now we can see the bottom is around this target, right? $1.20, right? So right now let's put like this. If we're gonna see more lower lows and the price will go lower, then we a little bit move our Fibonacci targets. I'm gonna talk as well in my Telegram channel. So right now we can see something such kind of. The first target will be $13. The minimum level is 1.2. This is the minimum level. Let me oh yeah, so 1.2, and most likely prices comes to 1.6. Previously I was sharing that information as well. So my targets is $13, $22, and $62 as the third target. Then if the market will go higher, okay, no problem, I'm gonna just look at the market. But my personal takes will be at least at $8. It's enough for me, and this is where I'm start to step by step close my position and take some profits. But for my opinion, RON has much more higher, I would say, perspective. But this is what it is. I'm not playing, I'm not gamble over here. You have to own plan. You have to be realistic. You should set the targets and never move the targets. My personal view about the ronin, I think it will blow in this cycle. It will show what it can do actually, right? And I have really great belief in this team for many years. I'm accumulating this coin for many years as well. And basically I'm expecting a really great movement on the ronin. For my opinion, this is already like, it's for sure most likely gonna happen, because this team delivering and non-stopping, doing their job perfectly. So this is what I'm expecting currently. So if you like my analysis, if you like the way how I look at the market, you can subscribe to the channel, press that likes, leave your comments, and of course jump in our Telegram channel. I'm not gonna stop repeating it, because basically this information completely for free, and I'm sharing my everything, my knowledge, my targets, how I go long, go short, everything I'm talking over there, right? So jump in, don't forget about that. So for all of these people who already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. It motivates me a lot to create for you crazy cool content, and see you in the next, and bye.